When I look at this vessel, I get really drawn into the small surface alterations here. You know, like if you look on the side, you can almost see it's like chicken skin on the outside, because the glaze application is pretty thin, so all that grog, is really presenting itself on the surface, right? If I look at some of these little iron spots here, I like how some of them are a little bit larger, and they create this like almost metal-like quality when the light hits it. It's a certain softness, and then where the glaze is going thick, you can see you're starting to get that, like those streaks of white and yellow. If we look on the inside here quick, you can see that same streak presenting itself at the bottom of the interior, and it's kind of like this little blob, like this creamy white glaze. It's the bottom. Again, you can see where that pools up there. You can see I sprayed something on the edge here that was a little bit different. And even when you look at the bottom, you can see there's a little bit of this red going on there, right? Look at the side of this thing here. I can't tell if this is like severe carbon trapping or what on the surface, but I really like how dark this is turning out. Right here, it's like something was burned. Like the side of this vessel was like literally burned or cooked and like shriveled up, This is a knob on the side of a vessel. I throw these off the top, and then this one was split. And then what I do is I start pushing in thin walls so they collapse in on themselves to create these, I don't even know. This one's a little bit too wild, I feel like. There's not a lot of uniformity, but sometimes you get some really nice uniformity. But I just like the layered, shelled look of this, I think it adds a lot. This is the bottom. It's a little bit out of focus. You can see more of that red right on that handle. And you can see I trim these two little lines on there. I don't know, I feel like sometimes these lines add a lot to the vessel. And I like the way that this foot just... It's always annoying to trim these sort of feet though, so I don't do it very often. I do like this. But these things, I always throw them off the hump, and I really enjoy that. Again, I think this glaze is really more about that surface. Let's just take another little look here. I really like the streaking, and when it pulls the glaze down, I think like this is a symmetrical object, but an asymmetrical glazing, and this handle really throws the whole thing off a little bit, but not like in a bad way. Just I think we need to appreciate asymmetry a little bit more. But you gotta make it like a believable asymmetry, right? Like an intentional looseness. So I feel like having some like tight forms helps sell the object a little bit more, But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.